Well, hello again, and welcome to another Hyperion morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Is it happy? I don't know, but we're going to make the best of it, right? Because that's what we do here. We make the best. Yes, you got to go back to work today. Maybe. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. But if you do, if you're like me, then you do. And then we're just going to make the best of it. And we're here to help provide a few smiles, some positivity, and make our way through it. Make it happen on a Monday. That's what we're going to do today. And I hope you enjoy, have some fun, make it happen, and have a good day and have a good week. We're just getting started. It's going to be a good week. I have faith. I have faith in you. And we're going to have a fantastic, fantastic weekend. It'll be the weekend again before you know it. Hopefully, you had a great Father's Day, whether you are a father yourself and you celebrated it, or whether you were celebrating the fathers in your life or the father figures in your lives. No matter how you did, hopefully you had an amazing weekend. And thank you for being here this morning. Appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. So, what are we talking about on this day? It is Monday, June 16th, 2025. Well, as I told you earlier, a few episodes ago, we are sort of, don't call it a comeback, but bringing back the Disney Dishes blog. I am going to have a new recipe for you coming up later this week. Created it yesterday and going to continue on with it and write it all up. That's what takes the longest. Cooking is one thing. Actually getting the pictures and writing it all up, that's what takes all the time. So that's going to come out later this week. But we are getting back to doing the Disney Dishes blog and trying to get a new dish for you out there on that every few weeks. Again, if you want to check out some of our past recipes, disneydishesblog.com. But what I created yesterday, recreated, is the Brazilian cheese bread that you can find at the Jungle Navigation Company's Limited Skipper Canteen. It's a long name. It's the Skipper Canteen in Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. And they have a dish that is kind of a semi-secret dish that you can order. It's a shareable plate, it's an appetizer. And it's this beautiful Brazilian cheese bread that they make that is gluten-free. So for those of you that have issues with gluten, it's something that you can enjoy as well. And it's, like I said, it doesn't always show up on the menu. Sometimes your server will suggest it. Other times you can ask for it, but it is there. Decided to recreate it yesterday and had some struggles, I'm going to admit, because the recipe that I found, I compared 3 or 4 different recipes for it. They all were pretty much the same. And it has tapioca flour in it. And it says you're going to put this mixture together, and it's a possibility when you put it all together that it may be a little loose, a little bit, more like pancake batter than what you need to have it kind of stand up. And that's what the case with me. And it's like, okay, well, if that happens, just add some more tapioca flour until you get to the consistency you want. So I added a little tapioca flour. I added a little more tapioca flour. I added a little more. Eventually, I think I added about 1.5 cups of tapioca flour to get this to the consistency that was pretty close to what I wanted. And yet it still wasn't exactly right. It still seemed like it flattened out a little bit more than I liked. I wasn't sure. I thought maybe I was going to have to completely recreate this dish once again. But once I popped it in the oven, it turned out pretty good. You can see here, these are the cheese bread. They were delicious, airy, fluffy in the middle, really, really wonderful. We served this up. I grilled up a couple steaks, had some grilled asparagus, had that with this. You see some of the chimichurri in the back, had that on the steaks as well as with this. And it ended up being really, really good. Now I do have some suggestions on how I might even make it better the next time, but it turned out, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Again, not perfect, but very, very happy. And I will be writing this recipe up later this week. Sometime this week that will debut on the Disney Dishes blog. So keep an eye out for it. Of course, I'll let you know here. But we're very happy with it. We still have more to enjoy, which is also makes me happy as well. So really, really good. Great day. Great Father's Day yesterday. Michelle treated me very well. Thank you, sweetheart, for treating me so well yesterday. Really, really enjoyable. Oh, hi, Marianne. Good morning. It was yummy. It was. I don't know if you got in on time, but I had some struggles yesterday getting it together. But in the end, it worked out and it was delicious. I was a little worried when I had to add all that extra tapioca flour. I'm like, oh, these are going to be dense and heavy, but they weren't. They weren't. They were still light. They were still airy. They were still fluffy, crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. They were still fantastic. So, yeah, that recipe is coming later this week. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, today happens to be International Waterfall Day, and do love waterfalls. We will go hiking to specifically find waterfalls. We will take tours to specifically find waterfalls. The picture on the right, not my picture, beautiful waterfall. Picture on the left, you don't need to go hiking far to find a good waterfall out of Disney. That picture is from Animal Kingdom Park, but several great parks. Waterfalls are regular features in Disney parks. There are so many great ones. You can take some really fantastic pictures and just enjoy them. And sometimes you get a little spray, which is really cooling and nice on a warm day out in Florida or Southern California for sure. Of course, there's always Schweitzer Falls, named for the famous explorer Albert Falls, of course, where you can always see the backside of water. So great. So many great waterfalls to explore in real life and in Disney life as well. So yeah, do it today if you get the chance. Go check out a waterfall in your area if there happen to be some in your area. What else is today? Well, today happens to be World Sea Turtle Day, and we do love sea turtles, especially here in Florida. It's still sea turtle season here in Florida. You have to dim your lights at night because they may be coming up and laying their eggs. Maybe the babies are being born and heading out towards the ocean. You don't want to confuse them. They try and head towards the moonlight. That's why that they're looking for the light to kind of guide them towards the ocean. And if a light's on in a different place, they may guide them the wrong direction. So that's why everybody dims their lights around the coast at that time. Great place to see them or learn more about them is if you go to Disney's Vero Beach Resort, because they have all sorts of talks there about turtles. They do, their turtle nests around there. They have all sorts of interesting things that they do to make sure, even though they're a resort right on the beach, that the turtles are not confused by what's going on there. It's a really great experience. Definitely go check out. If you're looking for a little Disney in your beach resort, highly recommend you take a tour away from Orlando and head out to Vero Beach because it really is a nice resort. It's really enjoyable, and it's one of our favorite spots. Used to be underrated, but I think more people are discovering it and heading out there. Tougher to get a spot out there, but it is really great when you get the chance. We're going to be out there actually, I think for 4th of July. We're going to be heading out to Disney's Vero Beach Resort for a couple days with Scott and enjoying that. Great pool, great beach, great spot for sure. And of course, if you're out at the Disney parks, you can always visit our favorite sea turtle, Crush, for a little turtle talk with Crush, which is always fun and entertaining and always a little bit different. But really, really, I love that show and who doesn't love Crush for sure. Also today happens to be weird holiday of the day. It's National Take Your Cat to Work Day. And I don't know if that's the best idea. I don't know if you should take your cat really to work day today. Although even if it is the national holiday for that, unless of course you work from home and you have cats, and then pretty much every day is National Take Your Cat to Work Day. Sure. As far as actually taking it to work, going to the office with a cat, that is up to you. You know your cats, you know your work. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but if you feel it's good, hey, today's the national day to knock it out and do it. Also today happens to be National Fudge Day. I think a few weeks back, we had actually National Chocolate Fudge Day. Today is just National Fudge Day. There are many, chocolate fudge is obviously the best, most well-known fudge, but there are many, many different fudges out there. I have a peanut butter fudge, pretty good. You know me, anything peanut butter, I'm good. Fudge tends to be a little rich and a little sweet for me. So I will try some, but I can only have so much of it. But I do enjoy fudge, and different interesting flavors of fudge are always great too. You can go, if you have some place that makes fudge around your area, they almost always have some great things to explore. Disney makes some great fudge as well. You can check some out there. If you're looking for something a little bit or a lot more healthy, well, today also happens to be National Fresh Veggies Day. And yes, totally on board with fresh veggies. Yummy, delicious, wonderful, healthy, fantastic. Eat the rainbow. They always tell you, eat the rainbow. And a big part of that rainbow is some of these beautiful, wonderful, fresh veggies, and you can prepare them in so many different ways. Like I said, we had asparagus last night, grilled asparagus last night. That was fantastic to go along with our steaks, with our chimichurri and our cheese bread. Really, really good. Yeah, today's the day to get out to your local market, or if you can find a farmer's market, even better, and get some really, really fresh veggies. Some of the stuff right from the farm, man, it's you can't beat it. You can't beat it for sure. What else are we talking about on today? Well, if it's your birthday today, again, it is June 16th, 2025. Happy birthday to you. Here are some of the amazing people that you celebrate your birthday with. How about great actress Laurie Metcalf? She turned 70 today, born on this day in 1955. She's won 4 Emmy Awards, mostly for playing Jackie Harris on Roseanne and the Connors. But she's also won 2 Tony Awards. She's been Academy Award nominated, Golden Globe Award nominated. She's been in so many great movies, television shows. We liked her as the recurring character of Sheldon's mother on Big Bang Theory. For you Disney fans, she's also the voice of Andy's mom, and she's also the voice of Sarah Hawkins in Treasure Planet. But she's done an amazing, extensive, fantastic career for Laurie Metcalf for sure. How about one of the greatest rappers, one of the most influential rappers of all time? Unfortunately, we lost him way too early. Tupac Shakur would have been 54 today, born on this day in 1971, of course. Tragically lost his life in Las Vegas in 1996. But again, one of the most influential rappers of all time and an activist. A lot of his songs dealt with social injustice. He's sold over 75 million records. So it's just amazing. And he is a part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Tupac Shakur. Again, sad that he's gone, but man, what an impact he had in his short life on the careers of so many, many rappers and so many people in general. How about John Cho? John Cho, who you may know from the Harold and Kumar movies. Maybe you know him from the Star Trek reboot where he played Sulu. He turns 53 today, born on this day in 1972. He's been on, those, but many other TV shows, many other movies, has made many appearances and always fantastic in everything he's in. And finally, last but definitely not least, Abby Elliott turns 38 today, born on this day in 1987. She was in Saturday Night Live for 4 seasons, has been on other television shows and in movies. And more recently, she's been critically acclaimed and nominated, Golden Globe nominated, for her role in The Bear, where she plays Natalie Barrazzo, the sister to the chef, the Bear, essentially, in that. And she's fantastic in that show, which is a fantastic show, at least, but we love it. We love that show. It's tough to get, you have to kind of get used to it, get used to the characters, and because sometimes there's a lot of going on in that show and a lot of language. Know that going in. But man, the cooking in it, the back scenes of restaurants, it's really, really good and really, really accurate. And it's an amazing, amazing show. Love that show very much. Can't wait for it to come back for the next season here. Don't know exactly when that's happening, but looking forward to it in the future. So happy birthday to all of them. And again, if it's your birthday today, a very happy birthday to you. Shameless self-promotion before we get out of here. We did have a new show drop yesterday. We looked back at the previous weekend where we went out to the Walt Disney World Resort with some goals in mind, partially to say hello to some new shows, new lounge, also to say goodbye to one of our favorite all-time attractions, Muppet Vision 3D. We talked all about going and seeing Villains and Fairly Ever After, The Little Mermaid, A Musical Adventure, both new shows out at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Heading over to Epcot and visiting Geo 82, the new Spaceship Earth themed lounge as well. Checking that out. We gave our impressions of that and the package that we did, and we tell you what we thought of it and if it's of value to you. But the lounge is great. The lounge is amazing. And then, of course, we had to talk about our visit on the very final day of Muppet Vision 3D, seeing the very first show of the last day and seeing the very last show shown to the public on that last day, and the adventure that was in between that got us to all those points. If you haven't listened, if you've downloaded it and haven't listened to it all the way through yet, I don't blame you. We had a lot to talk about. We tried to pack a lot in, and just those things I mentioned, and many, many more things that we talked about as well. So it may take you a few sittings to get through it, or put it on, you know, 1.5 speed or whatever, because it is long. We are long-winded. I especially am long-winded, but I think there's a lot of information you want to hear in it, and some cool stories. And so hopefully you'll check it out. And if you've already checked it out, thank you for checking it out. Really, really appreciate it. Do plan to have a video version of that episode dropping possibly tomorrow, definitely by Wednesday at the latest. But that is coming as well. So listen to the audio version and then go back and check out the video version. When I drop video versions, it's just the main topic. So you don't get the extra part at the beginning. You don't get the extra part at the end, but it's all the main meat of the episode are in those video versions. And hopefully you'll check that out here coming up this week at some point. But please download and listen to the episode first, and then enhance it with the video version right here on YouTube for those of you watching on YouTube. All right, getting out of here, everybody. It's Monday. I know it's very Monday, but that's okay. You're going to get through it. It'll be Tuesday before you know it, and even more before you know it, it'll be the weekend again. And we'll be here to support you every single day as we make our way through it. And as I like to say every single day, please, please, please keep on sharing that kindness. Keep on sharing those smiles. And of course, keep on sharing that positivity. I will be back with you tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m.-ish, to do all those things with you once again. Until that time, everybody, have a magical day. I will see you tomorrow.